Sometimes the relationships we have with people close to us can be rather confusing. On one hand, they can love us, treat us well, and they can point out like injustices or problems that they see in relationships in our lives that we have with other people, and may even be the first person to point out, hey, something's amiss over here. But in the same token, they can also be a saboteur in their relationship with us. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed therapist. One of the things that can happen, even with people that we care about and that are close to us, is they can develop feelings of jealousy or insecurity, competitiveness, or even selfishness, and sabotage us in ways that we may underestimate. And the reason that we underestimate, or we choose not to believe or not to see that that person is actually harming us, is because they have a history of doing a lot of good things for us also. And so that can often cause a conundrum in our relationships with people that are abusive and toxic, because they can say, well, how can they be abusive and toxic when they do so many good things, but they've done this one thing over here. And so we can dismiss it, we can minimize it, and we can say, surely maybe they don't know any better, and offer up all sorts of excuses. And when really the truth is that person knows exactly what they're doing. And, you know, I often say a manipulator is truly skilled when you don't see the manipulation coming, or when you're willing to sort of rationalize or justify the manipulation or the abuse. So in other words, they don't have to do anything because you're willing to overcompensate and do all the mental work for them to excuse or explain away all the abuse. And sometimes what we get caught up in as human beings, even if we're healthy, well-adjusted individuals, is a lot of times what we'll do is we'll weigh certain things more heavily than we do others, and we'll kind of dismiss things because, hey, that person's been in our life, or they've done a number of other good things, so I'm going to not weigh this as heavily, when really you should be weighing everything equally. If not, sometimes you might even weigh the bad stuff even more heavily than you weigh the good stuff, because sometimes it only takes one bad experience. It should only take one bad experience to be done with the relationship forever. Each time a person does something that's out of pocket, or that's inappropriate, or is not for your highest good, or even makes you look at them at a certain way and question, do you actually really care about me? Do you actually really want what's best for me? You should be calling that behavior out every single time and not letting it slide, not sweeping it under the rug, because the very red flag you dismiss, I promise you, will come back to bite you later. Hope that helps. You guys take care and have a great Monday. Like, comment, share, and follow. Thanks so much.